I don't know if you. I mean, you can see yourself there.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, cool.
You have fun with Jeff's place that day?
Oh my God, we had a
I
blast
saw some
the other
pictures.
day.
Yeah, Sean sent me some pictures.
That was so much fun. They're such a fun group.
Yeah.
All right, so we're live with
How you doing?
Nimish. How
How's
are?
everyone doing?
I think they're doing awesome. I know I'm doing awesome. I've been having a
How
great.
can we? Hey, Florida opened up. We're at Burn. We're smoking. We're drinking, and we're talking with everybody, having a great time.
Exactly. That's what's up. Hey, Dave. Yeah. So, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Speaking of having a great time, we had an excellent time this Saturday with Ambassador Cigars,
Yeah, I heard
and
you guys had an amazing time.
it was so
I had
fun.
them 2 nights in a row, and they were more than enough for me to
I
handle.
know that's what I thought I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you. I was like, "Good Lord, what did you guys do?" Because you guys were there for a while. I am trying to find up my there it is. Okay, I brought a cutter and a lighter this time.
She's professional. I just use my fingernails, so.
No, that means you're the professional, actually. That's funny. But this is not gonna cut. Okay, so Nimish, you know, I feel like I know a lot about you, but then I don't know a lot about you.
True. I'm probably the least out there compared to Rocky and Nish.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, definitely. So why don't you give us a little bit of insight to like what you are, what do you part of, like what part, what do
What
you?
I do with the company.
There you go.
All right. So first of all, I'm Rocky and Nish's cousin,
Okay, that makes sense.
and I started with Rocky back in '99. So I'm actually his oldest employee, believe it or not. And when we started back in '99, let me tell you a story. He moved the company from California to Naples. So I'll tell you how I started. I used to work for this corporate 500 company, and he would always tell me, "Hey, come and be my accountant. Come be my accountant." I'm like, Rocky, no, I got a good job. I'm happy. But then it was a family-owned business. They sold it to a corporation, and I went from being a manager to a robot, and I started hating my job. And I'd always get into corporate. About every time, I always had to have permission to spend some money. I never had to do that before. So I got into it with my supervisor one night, and Rocky just happened to call me at work that night. I said, you know what? Let me take a vacation. I'll come and see you for a week. So I'm all excited. I go there, and for those of you who don't know my cousin, he's always late. So he's late to pick me up to the airport. Now I'm going to LA. I've never been to LA. And I'm calling, Rocky, where are you? Mindy's coming to pick you up. I don't even know who Mindy is, right?
Oh my gosh.
So this girl comes and she starts saying my name. I went to high school with her. She was a year younger than me in high
Oh
school.
my gosh.
She came and picked me up at the airport. We go back to Rocky's house. We have a good time. So next morning he says at 9 o'clock, be ready. So, I'm trying to make an impression. I don't know anything about his business. I wear a suit, all that stuff. I go downstairs. I said, Rocky, it's 9 o'clock. We got to go. Just go downstairs. I'll be right there. So I go downstairs. I'm literally like that was his business. He ran his business out of his house.
Oh my
He
gosh.
had one girl working there, and he had a guy here in Florida shipping the product. And the closets in the bedrooms were humidors.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my! I'm not. You can't make stuff up like this.
Wow, that's insane. I
And I'm
didn't
like,
know
what
this.
did? Wait, what am I getting myself into? Really? I'm gonna give up a good steady job and jump 2 feet in on this? And we talked. It worked out. We came down to Naples, and rest is history. But what I do for Rocky, so when I first started, I was the accountant. Now, obviously, we have a professional CFO and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I remember back in 2000, 2001, Rocky literally was traveling 300, 330 days out of the year. And he's like, Nimish, you got to go to the factories, learn about tobacco. I said, Rocky, I smoke maybe one cigar a month. I'm not a cigar smoker. Well, I can't do it all. So I said, all right, I'll start going to the factories. So I started going to the factories. I'm not a tobacco guy, but I understand the processes to make a cigar. So I can explain that. You put a leaf in front of me, I can't tell you where it's from. But if you tell me, hey, this leaf is from Honduras, and I know the characteristics, it should be sweet, Nicaragua spicy. I know characteristics and processes. So I started learning that so he could spend more time traveling, which helped grow the business.
Nice.
And then as I got more involved, I stopped doing the accounting side. We brought accountants in. And then I also am responsible for our national accounts. All the major catalog companies, all the big companies, I deal with those. And I
Yeah.
also am responsible for the warehouse and the
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the production. So
That's a
production
lot.
goes a lot. It goes a lot, but Rocky, thinks we do nothing. So it is what it is, you know. He calls me, Nish, and Dave the wedding planners.
Well, everybody else thinks that Rocky does nothing
Yeah.
because he's always the one that's showing off the pictures in the boat.
Right. So we all know the truth. He's the one fishing, enjoying life in Montana, wherever he is. You know what? He deserves it. He literally gave up his personal life for at least a good 8 to 10 years
Oh yeah.
for this business.
I'm
So
sure,
he deserves everything he's reaping.
And then
the
before
benefits
that,
of.
he was a lawyer.
He was a lawyer. I don't know
So
if he was that good. I don't know back then, but he says he was a lawyer, and I believe he was.
it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, he put a lot. He sacrificed a life. I'll tell you, when we moved down here, he had a Mercedes. He turned it in. For 3 years, he didn't own a car because he was never in town.
Oh my God. Well,
Never in
I
town.
don't blame
3 or 4 years, he never even owned a car.
I won't blame him actually. That makes a lot of sense to me. So that's awesome. That's actually a great story.
It is.
I liked it.
I gave the short version, but there's it's some crazy things we've been through. I'll tell you, there was another time.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't remember the year. We at that time had 2 employees. There was twice him and I couldn't physically cash our paychecks, and we didn't have the money in the bank account. We were just waiting for money to come in from people who owed us money. So then, then we were able to cash it the next pay period and stuff. But people don't realize they think he just had an easy rise. He used to live when he traveled on the road, and we only had independent sales reps at that time. We didn't have people who worked directly for us.
Yeah.
He used to stay at their homes or share hotel rooms with them to save money. People
Wow.
don't realize. I remember he would always go out, and at that time, Rocky probably don't like it. His credit was shot. Everything was in my personal name, the company credit card and all that. We didn't have money. He'd go out and I'd be like, Rocky, how are you spending $200-300 on dinner? We have no money. But Nimish, you see, I'm getting a $2,000 or $3,000 order. Back then, it was big for us.
Wow.
Remember one time, I don't remember where it was. He called me at like 10:30 at night. I just tried to use a card and it didn't go through. Literally had to transfer money so he could pay for the bill that night.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
bad.
people have no idea what it took us to get to where we are now.
So that kind of reminds me. I heard him kind of, obviously you guys had to shut down for COVID.
Yeah.
What was that? How?
So we had to shut Burns down for COVID, but our corporate office, we never shut down. I think the first 6 or 8 weeks, we worked 4-hour shifts. So we still had people there 8 hours a day, but we cut people in half,
Yeah.
4-hour shifts, and we were still shipping and this and that, but retail was dead. Only businesses that were doing great were the liquor channels and the catalog companies, but majority of our business is through the brick and mortars, who we love and who we support the hell out of. But when their shops aren't open, you're not selling cigars. So it was a very difficult time. Thank God we got through it, and our industry right now, I believe, is in a mini boom.
Yeah.
Everyone's smoking cigars, having a good time, and I think all channels in our industry are doing really well.
That is actually very true. I think so as well. I think the more that we have to fight for the right, or the more that we're going to get together and.
Did you
create-
see last night the town hall meeting?
I actually was not able to see last night's town hall meeting. But
You can see it on YouTube. I will tell you, they did an amazing job.
I knew that.
I was impressed.
They would. Yeah.
Much
What
better
great-
than the debate.
I know, right? I didn't watch that either. So.
Thank
I
God
was-
you
I was
didn't.
doing
You didn't
homework.
waste an hour and a half of your life.
Right. No, I was busy. All these guys have me busy working on mailing gifts and prices and all that stuff. So.
So let me say one thing to you. When you first started doing this, and I didn't know you well. I said, what is she doing? She doesn't even smoke the cigar. I'm kind of put you a little bit on blast. So when she first started, guys, she didn't smoke because I asked her in our office, and now I can tell you, she's a true cigar smoker. She knows her stuff, and you're an asset to this industry. What you're doing for the industry, I think, is amazing.
Aww.
And you've come a long way in a really short period of time.
Yeah. Oh,
So I have a
thank you
lot
so
of
much.
respect for what you've done and what you've built yourself.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Well, it's thanks to all these guys that pretty
It
much,
is.
and I love how if somebody does try to say something rude, they all back me up. Like they're like, "Don't mess with her." I'm like,
But she actually has a very good palate. I wouldn't say that a few months ago, but you are a true cigar smoker.
That's fun. You're I do. I definitely like a lot of great cigars. I don't know, but I felt like I had the opportunity to try best cigars first. Like
Well, when you worked in retail, that
Mhm.
definally helped you.
Yeah,
But you didn't
definitely.
smoke much then.
No, I didn't. But I would always try I liked lighting them up and then I would hand them off. Like it's always like
We can't do that now with COVID.
Oh no, right? Oh my gosh, that was just so funny. So you guys had the World Championship cigar smoking here, and that was right before COVID. And
Right.
so I came in and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come and enjoy this. And then I decided to leave, or not leave. I decided to do
The competition.
yeah, the competition, and I light my cigar and it just like goes out, and I was like, oh no. And I was like, that's not fair. I was like, it just didn't, like, it didn't even get started or something. I was like, it wasn't even lit right. And like, so then Nimit, or not Nimit, Nish hands me his cigar, and immediately I'm like, oh, and then I like 2 days later, I was like, oh man, oh my god, like I didn't.
Yeah, with my cousin, you never know. He's out and about every. He was probably the most locked up during COVID because Nishi likes to be out there, and he was handcuffed. He was like a best way to describe it. He was like a caged animal.
Yeah.
And once Florida opened up, he's the happiest guy in the world. I can guarantee that.
Hey, Gabby Cappy's watching. Hey, Dr. Gabby.
Dr. Gabby?
I'm sorry, it's just Gabby. He was just Gabby.
How were you? And you did a great job last night, by the way.
Yes.
Very impressed.
He's so passionate about this. That's what's so awesome.
And glad for him to join and be a part of the
Absolutely.
PCA. That's awesome. Him and his entire group. That's very cool and very awesome.
Yeah, there's some other cool people in here, like Christopher Gomez. He actually is. He built this not website, but an Instagram account that just shows off the virtual things going on in the cigar industry.
Very cool.
Isn't that?
Appreciate that, because everything everyone does for this industry is awesome. So thank you.
Yeah, and then I think Leo Stone. And then there was one guy in there. He wanted to be my he wanted to be my ambassador.
I thought you said sugar daddy.
No. No. But he wanted me to be my ambassador, and he actually sent me for my birthday the cigar that Carlito had given him for his daughter's born. She was
wow.
Yeah, so when she was born, they had a cigar. I still have it, and I haven't smoked it yet. But it has just like September 15th. It was the day I was born too.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm. It was cool. So it was pretty special. So thank you. So yeah, that was cool. All right, so you know what?
My friend Tobias, how you doing, Tobias?
Oh, good. Hi, Tobias. I love that name.
He's a good guy.
That is cool.
Not a great gambler, but a good guy.
Hey, it's all love, right? Who else we got? Oh, let's
Rick
see.
Green, a good friend of ours.
Hey, and there's John. What's up, guys? What sticker are you smoking? Oh, we were just about to get to that.
Yeah.
So tell me about this. This is the Nimi D.
I think this is the first time you smoked it, right?
This is definitely the first time I've ever smoked it, but I like it. It's nice.
So it's a medium to full bodied cigar, very rich, very well balanced. So it has some Honduran and Nicaraguan tobacco, so you get the sweetness from the Honduran and the spice from the Nicaraguan. So I enjoy it. Hopefully you guys get a chance to try it.
Yeah, it's really delicious. We've got Allison in here. What's up, Allison? And so you've got so tell me, how did you go from not knowing anything about cigars, getting pulled into Rockies, so you know that now you created a cigar? So are you not a master blender, but you masterfully blended the cigar?
Right. So how it works, I'll tell you. First of all, when you get into Rocky's world, you get into a black hole. So you get thrusted into this world, and with his passion, you just follow along. So he leads us a lot of ways.
He's a leader for sure.
He definitely is, right? So when we blend, Nish and I do blend our own cigars. Hamlet blends his own cigars.
I love the bowl, yeah.
But obviously everything's under his umbrella, so he always has the final say of yay or nay.
Yeah.
Even though he's really not involved in the blending process, and it's like a recipe. You think you put things together, they don't turn out so great. All of a sudden you just change a few leaves here and there, and you build what you're trying to get. And the hardest part is trying to create a cigar for the consumer, because I can create a cigar I like, but I'm going to be the only one buying it. That's no good.
Okay. That's actually a really good point. Yeah. So what kind of, do you use some market research market that you know?
So we use a lot of friends out there and get their input and what they think. Especially when it comes to, we give them the cigars, hey, what do you think is a good retail price point for this?
Yeah.
That's we really use their knowledge and information. A lot of our retailer friends out there, we use the information from them because they're the best. They know. The retailer is going to tell you, hey, I can sell this cigar for this price. And if it works for what it costs us to make it, we move forward with it.
Oh, that's good.
And we've had, thank God, a lot more home runs than strikeouts.
Right.
Definitely in the recent future.
Real quick before I ask you the next question. Hi, Steven. Steven Spector is the one who gave me that.
Very cool. That was
really
very cool of you, brother.
And he also had given a lot of charity to the CFCF Foundation and things like that. So thank you for being awesome. All right. So yeah. So that's what Oh man, I forgot what I was going to.
You finally lost your train of
I
thought.
know I did.
She had
Finally.
one too many proseccos, like or
Oh
Moet.
no, not yet.
Oh, okay.
But so you're, I guess I wanted to ask about okay, the moments whenever you've got Rocky, you and Nish all sitting around in Hamlet as well,
Yeah.
and you guys are having to agree on something.
Well, listen, it's very, even though Rocky tells you he's not involved, it, it definitely is a socialistic business. He definitely makes all the big decisions in the company and stuff. But we have our arguments. Look, I'll tell you, people have always said, I can't believe you talk to your boss like that. And I say, listen, if we're family, he takes advantage of us and we take advantage of him. Only way he could fire me is if I steal from him. If he fired me for any other reason, I have to deal with my mom, his aunt. He doesn't want to do that, you know.
You
So,
gotta love
yeah,
family
but that's
business.
true.
I know. That's
But we
so
do a lot of
funny.
stuff for him that other people wouldn't do, and vice versa. He does a
Yeah.
lot of things for us. It's a dynamic. Him and I probably argue more than Nish kind of holds it in, but when Nish lets it out, he really holds it for a while.
Wow.
But Rocky and I will literally, I can tell you many a time, screaming, slamming doors, and 30 minutes later, hey, what do you want to do for dinner tonight? It's just him and I are like that.
Yeah, I love
And
it.
Nish is the complete opposite. He doesn't really argue, but when he does, it takes him a long time to get over it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel like he is a big teddy bear. He really
Nish
is. He's a real. He's very, very real, very humble, but very real. I love that about him. He just.
Nish might be the best salesman in our
I.
industry. I mean, obviously, I'm biased, but I truly believe that I put him up against anybody in this industry.
Well, I don't know. There's Jose Blanco.
He's good too, but I
think
put
that
Nish up.
I think that we might. I think that's a nice little challenge right there. How would we challenge a salesperson then?
Well, I've talked to many people, but I would say at Burn, Nish has the home field advantage. We got
That's
to take
true. That's true.
a different location and do a head-to-head competition. Nish is willing to. I'm going to speak for him. He'll challenge anybody out there.
Oh,
There's
I
a
know
lot of
he
good
will.
salesmen out there. Don't get me wrong. A
Yes.
lot of good ones.
I don't know though if Jose would do that, but that would be a lot of fun. And he would be. I would like to see them. I would just like to see Jose go up against because he's the professor, and we're always trying to nail him. So it would be fun.
So I got a very Jose and I go back a long, long way. I don't know if you know that.
No, I don't.
So him and I are actually very good friends, right?
Yeah.
So we were in the Dominican once for a convention, him and I. And we were at Casa de Campo. And he goes, Nimish, will you give me a ride back to where I'm staying? I said, yeah, Jose, not a problem. So we're going, and he wasn't staying in the resort area. He was staying in a condominium somewhere. We got lost getting there.
Oh, no.
He's asked, I said, Jose, I have no clue. So we figured out we get there, and I put my foot in my mouth. We walk into the house, and I'd never met his wife. I said, oh, you have a beautiful daughter.
Oh,
and he
no.
looks at me. I said, I apologize. I put my foot in my mouth. He started laughing. He goes, Nimish, I've heard that from many people. But he is
That's funny.
honestly the truest gentleman in this industry. I've never heard him say a negative thing about anybody in this industry.
No.
And that's the truth. And you know, Jose, I love you, brother.
Ah, that's so sweet. No, his wife is fabulous. She's
Now I know.
always cooking amazing
Well,
stuff.
I met her finally that day because I hung out with them at their
Yeah.
condominium for
Oh,
a
wow,
while.
that's
But I didn't know
Yeah.
she was married to someone that young. I had no clue.
Well, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
That is.
But I definitely put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah.
When you see him next, ask him about that story. He'll tell you.
Oh, so George, from George the Greek.
George the Greek, he's a Burn customer.
Oh.
What's up, Georgie? How are you, brother?
Hello. I know, isn't this? Hi, Harry Warren. He goes, we definitely need to raise more for Liana Fuente and the CFCF. So they're doing. She's actually going to cut all of her hair off. So
Yeah, I heard. I do the same challenge, but I don't think anyone would pay to see that. But you know how I cut my hair? Did I ever tell you the story?
No, please do.
So we were in Vegas. My wife was actually in India. We were at the trade show in Vegas,
Okay.
2005, 2006. I don't remember the exact year, right? In the early 2000s or mid 2000s. So one night I'm drinking with Abe from Smoke Inn
Oh, I love it.
and Nish, right?
Oh my gosh, that'd be so much fun.
And we got a few cocktails in us.
Okay.
And I had the dome, so the bald here and all the hair on the
Oh,
side.
this is great.
So we're
What
drinking
year was
in
this?
2005, 6, 7. I don't remember exactly the year.
Right before the turn.
Right. But my wife's in India.
Uh-huh.
And Abe goes, let's cut your hair tomorrow on the show floor. So what do you mean cut my hair on the show floor? I'm not doing that. He goes, no, we got to do, Abe's all about marketing and stuff. And I got a few pops in me, so I'm thinking, well, if I say yes, Rocky's definitely going to say no, right?
Right.
So he said, all right, let's do it, Abe, but you got to buy all the stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So I forgot about it. Show up at the show the next day. In the afternoon, Abe shows up. He bought all this art of shaving. So he probably spent $200-300 on art of shaving stuff. He goes, I'm ready. So, oh, Abe, you still haven't gotten Rocky's permission, right? So Rocky's there, and I thought for sure Rocky's going to say, no, we're not going to have this fiasco in the middle of our trade show floor.
Yeah.
He turns to Rocky, hey, can I shave Nimish's head? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no.
So literally sat on the trade show floor. Must have been 300, 400, 500 people watching, and Abe shaved my head. And I haven't gone back since. And I called my wife up in India when I got back from Vegas.
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
honey, by the way, I shaved my head. She said, you did what? I said, we were drinking and someone challenged me and I shaved my head. She goes, how's it look? I said, I kind of like it. And she came back. She didn't really like it, but after a week or two, she got used to it. And I never went back. But that's truly how it happened.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
And Abe had a suede sweatsuit on when he did it, too. I think like a burgundy suede sweatsuit.
Oh, I'm surprised he's probably busy working right now, but usually he's watching too. That's funny.
Well, he got opened up again too, so I'm happy for him.
I know, it's exciting. I know. I think I saw a post. Mickey Peg.
Hey, Mickey.
She says, "What's up, Beauty and the Beast?"
Who's the beauty? Me, right?
Yeah, totally.
Cheers. We didn't do a cheers yet.
I know, right? You should cheers.
Usually by you and Nish are 3 bottles in by now.
I know. Oh my goodness! Now be nice. No, we had fun. We did have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
One was my birthday. I mean, what are you?
It was a great celebration.
Mm-hmm. It was so fabulous. I couldn't believe how many people there were, just even on screen.
Well, you got a great fan base, so that's awesome. That's why I'm very impressed with what you did.
Well, thank you. It's a lot of fun. I get to do what I love. That's for sure. Everybody says cheers. Nimi, cheers. I was at the Outlaw today where I first met you. Oh, what is that?
Oh, Rick. Yeah. My buddy Rick Green.
Nice.
Yeah, he went there and he couldn't get any Hamlets or Nish Bowls, so. But you found another Hamlet 25th, I think, brother, so I'm happy.
That's great. So you you make this. Are you going to make any more? Do you have any more new? You had another box over here. What's this? Oh,
that's the Hamlet. I also have a cigar called Thunder.
Okay, what's that about?
That's really strong. I like stronger cigars, so I kind of made that for me, but I'm not lying. I gave it to a friend once, and I said, hey, brother, be careful. It's strong. And the cigar, I don't believe made him do it, because I can handle it. He's smoking it, and literally 5 minutes later, he started getting a nosebleed because he was retro-inhaling. Now, we don't know. I'm not saying it was from the cigar, but that's the urban legend story. But it truly, his nose started bleeding, and we were laughing about it the whole time.
Oh, my gosh. So, that's a great start into one of my good questions. So, tell me, what is one of, you're going into like maybe a sales opportunity or a meeting or something, and something just totally fumbled before you get in there. You gotta.
I don't care. I make fun of myself. Listen, we're blessed to be in the industry that's not that serious. It's about having a good time, people getting together. So it's not rocket science,
right?
So we make mistakes, we make commitments that sometimes we got to change things around, but it's not gonna. The world's not gonna end because I made a mistake.
Nope.
I'll tell you, there's times out there. I'll tell you another funny story.
Yeah, please
we had this guy. His name was Brandon. So I challenged him, and he's a customer of ours. And Rocky and I were at dinner with a bunch, all the manufacturers. Everybody was there. It was a manufacturer dinner. I challenged this guy. I'll give you an extra, I don't remember, 2% or 3% for every 12-ounce steak you ate.
Wow.
So I'm not lying. That guy ate 7 12-ounce steaks to get an extra 12 or 15% discount.
Jesus.
But that's kind of fun stuff we do. Once I had a guy in Honduras.
Yeah.
That we also, a customer of ours, and we're all drinking and we have these big palm trees. And I said, dude, if you can climb 2/3 of the way up the palm tree, I'll give you a 20% discount. Yeah, dude, I'm going to do it. So he climbs up and he gets up about a foot and slides down.
Oh my gosh.
So he goes, I said, dude, your shirt makes you slide. So take your shirt off. You'll be able to do it. So yeah, he's drunk. He takes his shirt off. He gets up another 2 or 3 feet and he slides down. He burnt his entire
Oh,
chest. I
oh.
started laughing.
See, I know it's. I think it's dangerous hanging out with you guys because the last time I was on the phone or I joined one of Nish's like virtual events, and he's like giving away, and then his one of the guys that works at the Cave Lounge in Tampa
Yeah.
was like on the boat down here with Rocky, and they're like catching a fish, and he actually like fell on his nut and exploded.
Oh.
Like I'm just like, oh my god! Like it's like I don't think I can hang out with you guys like on the boat. Nope. I'm gonna like it's cure it and burn.
We had this
not
other
past
guy
8 o'clock.
in Honduras once. I'm with Rocky there, and we had a whole group of retailers down there. We're entertaining him, giving the factory tour.
Yeah.
And his name was Tom Landry, and the guy, I'm not exaggerating, is 5 foot tall, 500 pounds. I mean, he was a really big guy. So Rocky convinced this guy to put banana leaves on his arms and flap and run because we had a long runway to the pool area, and he could fly. So this guy running down, flapping his wings. He jumps up in the air, bloop, right into the pool. I almost peed in my pants. We were laughing so hard. And we had him do it in the deep end, yeah, so it was fine. But we've done a lot of fun things. But, this industry, there is a lot of fun times. But there are times when, like, closing big deals, you got to be serious. And there's paperwork, there's all that stuff.
Yeah.
Consumers don't get to see that part of the business. We have issues with tobacco boxes. Sometimes we can't get our product shipped up here because the boxes haven't dried. People don't understand. In the dry season, you dry your boxes outside. But in Honduras, Nicaragua, there's a rainy season like Florida. You have to dry your boxes inside. They take an extra week or 10 days to dry out.
Wow.
And that can hold up your shipment because your boxes aren't ready.
Wow.
And people don't realize that.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of little intricacies that go
and it's
in.
not a science. It's Mother Nature controls tobacco.
Yep.
So you think traditionally tobacco is going to be ready in a year or two, may need an extra 6 months. That's one thing Rocky's very anal about, not to use tobacco till it's 100% fermented the way he likes it.
Yep.
And that's hold things up before, people. So we apologize sometimes. COVID, our factories right now are 50% capacity. It was closed for 8 weeks in Honduras, and the demand is through the roof. So we apologize to everyone not always having the cigars for you. We're doing anything and everything we can to make the perfect cigar, the right quality, and get it to your retailer as quick as possible so you guys can enjoy it out there.
Exactly. Absolutely. And let's see. So he's asking are you able to ship cigars to Saudi Arabia? Are you guys ship worldwide?
We ship worldwide. As far as a consumer, we have distributor agreements with many countries, and I think Saudi Arabia is one. I'm not 100%, but I'll find out, and Melanie will get back to you to see if you have to buy through our distributor, or I will hook you up to. We don't ship directly to consumers, but I can hook you up with other people that I know do ship to Saudi Arabia. So we'll be able to get you cigars there. I just got to find out the right channel.
Got it. Perfect. And I have been to the Bonita Smoke Shop. I actually love that place.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is. It's really.
I just wish we could smoke inside.
I know. Well,
back in the day, you could.
Really?
And let me tell you about Bonita Smoke Shop. So it used to be owned by Stanley, and God rest her soul, I don't remember his wife's name. I apologize. When we moved down here in '99, they worked out of a place as big as the VIP.
Oh wow,
that's
tiny.
all, and it was just coming by and leave. And now look what they built. They built an incredible business.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it.
So I don't know if you saw their original location.
Mm-mm.
You saw the location next to Publix, but they used to be at the very end of the strip mall where that Thai restaurant is right now.
Oh, okay.
And stuff, but it was a lot smaller. Literally, it was you just walk in. It was like a little convenience store you'd see in New York City.
Wow, that's
and
crazy.
Then they built a huge business. So a lot of respect for them.
Oh yes, and I like it. I love being able to go in there, and I always find the greatest. Like I'm like, yes.
Oh, they have everything. in that
I know.
store.
I'm like nobody. Oh, and then one day I went in and they had these Casa Cubas, and I was like, oh, let me grab those.
Yeah.
And he's like, they've been sitting here forever. I don't even know what they are. I was like, they're for Wednesday. He didn't know, but it was sweet. It was.
It was the new
excited.
owners. It wasn't Stanley.
Right.
I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it was a younger guy, but it was fun. So I was like, that's so cool. And then I go in there every once in a while and pick up like a little 5-pack of stuff,
Awesome.
So, anyways, all right. So I was going to just ask you a few little questions. Let's do some funny little ideas. How many square feet of pizza is eaten in the U.S. each year?
Wow. If I
Like,
had to
am I
guesstimate
gonna even?
square
How am
feet.
I gonna know the answer to
Oh, I
that?
thought you knew the answer to that.
Not
I
giving
would
me
say
the
like
answer.
2 or 3 million square feet.
I wanted to ask how. What do you like on your pizza? That's a better question.
So I'm pretty traditional.
Really?
Normally, I'm a pepperoni, sausage, and jalapeno guy.
Jalapenos.
I
I
love jalapeno. I
love
like
that.
spice, so
I
I do
like
like
that too.
jalapenos on my pizza.
Mhm.
I'm not into that weird stuff. I've tried them and they're pretty cool, but because it's a specialty somewhere, I'm not gonna go elsewhere and ask for weird stuff like.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I've had the weirdest pizza I ever had was in Honduras. So
Oh,
it
interesting.
was it was a pizza. They use a different. They didn't use tomato sauce. I don't remember what the sauce was. They put refried beans on it, avocados, jalapenos,
On a pizza?
chorizo, and it was really good. But
Wow.
I'll tell you what, I've been eating a lot of pizza. Not healthy for you. Corn. Oh, you
Oh
gotta try it.
no.
Trust me, it's amazing. You will be shocked how good corn tastes on a pizza.
Well, that brings me to is pineapple a deal breaker for you?
No, I've had the pineapple and ham on the pizza.
Yeah, I love
No,
it.
yeah, you get the sweet, the spice, or the saltiness. Not bad.
It's not bad. No, it's great.
Our problem is we the one pizza place I love down here is Cosmos, but it's all the way down in South
Oh
Naples.
yeah, I've been there before.
Yeah.
I met the guy, the
But
owner.
there's
He's
no.
really
We
nice.
need some really good pizza joints here in Naples.
I like New York pizza and pasta.
It's good.
That's good. I do a pretty good job. But I always crack up because I love pepperoni or not pepperoni. I love pepperoni and pineapple on my pizza.
But I grew up in Wisconsin. We love our pizza. I like paper thin crispy pizza. I'm all about.
So does Mark. Oh my
I know
goodness.
that's the best. It's
That
got
is so hard to
crispy
find
like
sometimes.
a cracker. It's hard to find. We used to find that in Wisconsin all the time, but it is difficult.
It's so funny though. But that is so true. So what's coming up next for you?
So for the company, what's
Yeah,
coming
no,
up?
for you. Well, for you and the company.
All right. So believe it or not, next year in February, Rocky turns 60.
I know this
Believe it
is
or not, so
exciting.
we have the Rocky Patel 60th anniversary. Hopefully, it's going to be released on his birthday. We're working on it, and we got some other. We're working on a new edge. We haven't finalized that, but we're working on that. We're working on an exclusive for the PCA show, which is going to be awesome. You guys are going to love that. So please, any consumer out there, support the CRA. Any retailer, we need you to come to the PCA show. It's very, very important. We need the money to fight the fight. Look, we're winning right now. We won the warning label. We got to stay right now on the substantial equivalence. We got to keep fighting, you guys. It's very important.
Oh, I
You
lost
just
my
dropped your ass.
I just lost my ass. I
Someone
think this
please come sweet.
one of these. I swear, like one of these days. I'm not. Oh, maybe not one of these days later, but soon I'm gonna make a bloopers video. I've got some serious like footage of me just like like
It happens, right? When
it's
you're
called-
live TV, shit happens. Excuse my language,
so,
ladies.
It is so funny. Like I'm just like, okay, that's gonna be hilarious. Yeah. So I'm sure. And then Mark's sitting in the background laughing at me all the time. Like it's,
Mark tries to take over your show.
I
Mark,
know
if
he
you're
does.
watching, what the hell's going on, brother? It's not the Mark show. It's the Melanie show.
that is so funny that you say that. But he is an A. He is. When he walks into a room, everybody notices him.
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's so fun. But he's a great guy. So this is awesome. So you've got a lot of new stuff coming out for Rocky's turning
Yeah.
60. My goodness.
You know what? God bless him. He's in great freaking shape.
I know,
He
right?
doesn't look 60, except
No.
for the hair.
Speaking of getting in shape, you've been getting in shape.
Yeah.
The whole Rocky crew has gotten in shape.
I don't. How? Let me ask you this. Nish doesn't exercise. He definitely drinks more than the average Joe, and he doesn't eat healthy, but he doesn't eat a lot. But he doesn't gain weight. He's lost weight since he started with the company. I don't get it.
He's running around like crazy,
But he doesn't exercise.
but he doesn't stop.
That's
You know what I mean?
he never sits.
He
He's
never
always on
sits
his
down.
feet.
He's constantly moving. That's kind of how I am. I actually started with a trainer recently, so I'm actually
But
trying
you
to.
used to be a trainer, right?
Yes, but I was like more like yoga instructor,
Oh, okay.
so it's just different. This guy I'm working with, he's actually got a degree in kinesiology,
Okay.
so he's very well trained, and he's actually gonna help me grow my butt. So I'm excited.
I need to grow my butt too.
Yeah, it's
But let me tell
possible.
you, I didn't do any surgeries. Not doing.
Yeah,
I've
tell
done
us what you
crazy
did.
diets. I've lost 30 pounds, gained 40. I've done that numerous. Probably lost 500 pounds in my lifetime, but gained back 600. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I'll tell you the key. I talked to my doctor. Caloric intake. I eat less calories than I burn. I really cut down on my drinking,
yep,
and I exercise. I walk 5.25 miles every day.
that's awesome.
So right now it's easy because we're not on the road. My biggest fear is when I get back on the road. I hopefully I can do it. But since my biggest, I used to be 328. Now I'm 235.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
that's
So thank you.
awesome.
I appreciate it, and I'm focused. I hope I can stay the path. I think if I can lose another 30, 35 pounds,
Yeah,
then I'm gonna have a lot of saggy skin and have that surgery,
yeah,
and then I could lose another 10 or 12 pounds of skin.
that's
Then,
awesome.
then I'd be real. I'm happy now, but I'll be real happy.
How would you say that the difference of being healthy and having a healthy active life is different from what you were like in
You're
the
not as lazy. I would always tell. I'm blessed because in the office I have two people who work directly for me.
yeah,
So hey, go get that for me. Do that, and it's literally right. I got to get up a little bit. Now I try to do everything myself. It's just all that little bit makes a difference. I eat everything, but I watch my portions.
yeah? How about your thinking? Is it clear? Do you feel like you think clear?
Though definitely with the walks I do, because now I start thinking about what I'm going to do the rest of. Because I get up at 6.
That's a great
I'm out there
idea.
by 6:20, 6:30.
Yeah,
Walk almost an hour. I walk 5.2 miles in an hour and 24 minutes. It's like 3.7 miles an hour. It's fast.
that's
I'm
awesome.
sweating like a pig, but it makes me think, which is awesome. If you ask my cousin, he thinks we don't think anything. That's a different story.
Well, we can see everybody. I think I've seen the results, especially even on Rocky. Rocky, I've noticed results. He's
Yeah,
gotten,
but he works out a lot. He's got a
yeah,
trainer.
yeah,
For a guy, I bet you he probably has the heart of a guy in his 30s or 20s. He really does. And you know how clean Rocky eats. If he
yeah.
Rocky
He's
would be
great at
ripped
eating.
if he didn't drink. His thing is the alcohol.
Yeah, that's true. But his food is really good. I
Hmm.
don't eat all of it though. There are some things I won't eat,
No.
and he
Is it
eats.
too spicy for you,
No, I
or?
just don't eat gluten, and
Ah,
yeah, I haven't.
so that's right, because you didn't have any of that fish. Remember when you came
Right.
for the fish fry
Yeah,
at the office?
I think I did have a bite because it
Oh,
was
okay.
like looking so good. I was like, okay, I'll cheat. Like I'm not I don't have celiac, but I definitely will. It's
But
just
I did all that stuff. I do eat. I try to eat gluten free but it's hard all the time, especially on the road. But just watch your portions. I think
yeah,
that's the key. That's the key.
absolutely. Watch
And you
your
can't cut
portions.
carbs
You
out.
got to
I eat
be
carbs.
mindful.
I eat somewhere between 30 and 40 grams of carb a day, but I probably back in the day used to eat 2, 3, 4, 500 grams of carb.
Wow.
I used to be that guy on my way into the office. I go to Burger King. I can get a croissant sandwich for like $3.49, but they got the special 2 for $4.
Oh, I hate.
I'm saving a ton of money. I probably ate 2,000 calories at breakfast.
I think that's so awful. I
It
totally.
is, and I don't do that. And it's weird. I had a
Mm,
craving like a month ago, so I got some McDonald's, and it literally ran right through my system.
yeah,
Yeah.
isn't it just it's just crazy how back in old European times, people actually were more wealthy if they were
Yeah, the
overweight.
bigger you were, the wealthier you were.
Yeah, but now it's like, okay, the
I would have
poorer
been a
you.
rich son of a bitch back in the
I
day.
know, like what the heck? But now it's the complete opposite. That's who's the ones who
Well,
are
I
gaining
remember
most of the weight.
margarine. When I was growing up, it was all about margarine. It's healthy for you. No, butter's better. All that processed stuff is not good.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
it's definitely not, and it'll slow you down, and it definitely slows your brain down,
it slows
makes you
everything down.
depressed, it affects everything with the body. It's insane. So, all right, now I'm gonna get off my little healthy soapbox. And Nimish, did you have any questions that you wanted to ask first?
Yeah, I do. I think I'd
Oh,
have a couple of questions for you. So I know you. What made you go work in a cigar store?
oh, life.
Like, I get that.
Yeah, so I was working for a dental company, or not. I guess I was working for a dental company. Yeah, and we just decided to part ways because it was
Whatever, it didn't work out.
exactly it. And so whenever we parted ways, I was on my own, working my own business. And then when I was I was like doing that, and I was like, okay, I need a break from this. Like going from quitting the company, starting my own business, like it was just like stacked on top of stacked, and I was just like, I can't do this. So I ended up just I had a friend who actually he goes around all around Naples to all the restaurants, and he cleans the towels. Like,
oh wow,
yeah, he's like so. He knew a lot of restaurant owners, and he was like, "Oh, actually, I have this lady that just told me that she was looking for somebody to help out at the cigar
Sharon,
lounge."
yeah.
Yeah, Sharon, and I was like, "Okay." And I walk in, and I got a big smile on my face. I'm like putting on my best impression, and then I was like, "Yeah, I'm really good with people." She goes, "You think?" I was like, "Yeah."
So that's what brought you into our industry.
Pretty much.
Now
I wasn't okay, but I wasn't interested at first.
Right, you weren't, because I know
Yeah.
even when you were there, you weren't a big cigar smoker,
No,
but you liked the camaraderie and all that kind of
I
stuff.
actually started that summer, and then I quit, and then I went, and then I started hanging out with because I met
People
friends.
at the shop, you made friendships.
Right. They actually invited me to come in there. I'm more like the stay at home. I don't want to go out. I don't want to get I don't want to get in trouble because I cost money. So I'm like, no, don't even go out. So I was like staying at home, but they were inviting me out, and then I just became friends, and I met Mark, and then it was that following May.
So you met Mark at the store. He was a customer of yours.
Yep.
So that's awesome.
Yep. And so then, no, actually, I met him. We actually started talking after I
You left
stopped.
it. Okay.
Yeah. But then I went back that following May. So then in May, when I went back, I was like, okay, I'm serious. And I was like, I want to do this. I want to like really focus.
You did a lot of good things there while you were
Yeah.
there.
Oh, it was so much fun selling and learning about the cigars. I don't know what got me learning about the cigars, but it was, I guess.
The tip money, the more you know about cigar. Let's be
No,
honest. No,
it wasn't.
If I was
that.
working in that part of the business, it would be all about, hey, what can I do to make
That
a
was-
better tip and give a better experience to my customers?
Of course, that is definitely what you always think about, and that definitely went through my brain. But I think I just got excited or thrilled to watch somebody smoke a cigar and be like, "You're right. This is good."
Let me tell
And I
you
was
what's
like,
great when you're out there and you talking to people and they tell you about a story, how the cigar enhanced their experience. That puts the biggest smile on my face. It's not always about a Rocky Patel. I just love it when people smoke tobacco out there and have a good time doing it.
Yep.
That's what this industry is all about. Of course, I want to smoke our product. Don't
Right,
get me
right,
wrong.
of course.
But I love it when they smoke anybody's product. That's what's great about Burn.
Right.
We don't just sell Rocky Patels. We sell a lot of different brands.
I tell that to everybody all the time. You can definitely get their cigars from Burn, the humidor at Burn, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Let me see if I got a banner real quick I can pull up. But yeah, no, I'm totally right there with you. I completely understand. And I mean, it is definitely, I don't have it up.
I think it's burnhumidor.com.
Burn humidor. There's Rocky. There it is. Nope. I got.
I think it's burnhumidor.com.
No, I've only got.
Or maybe it's Rocky Patel.
I've only got Burned by Rocky Patel.
It might be that one, yeah.
I don't know.
But let me ask you this. So you did that. Now, what made you transition into doing what you do now? That's not an easy move because I'm sure you weren't technically.
No, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
Really, it's a dream.
So what made you
you know,
do that?
I've
have the personality. I get that part, but
I've been through a lot. You know, I've been through a lot of jobs. I've done a lot of startups. I've had a lot of experience that people probably don't realize that I've had.
Yeah.
And I just got to the point where I was like, you know better. Like, don't, you know, like.
Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people all the time.
Yeah, like don't you know this better than anybody else, and just because they're not on board doesn't mean you're wrong.
Right.
It just means that somebody has a different opinion, and I was like, but you also have to respect their opinion if they're the owner. So that's where you get a job, and
right.
I've worked for jobs before, and I'm just not. I'm too
you want to be your own boss.
Yeah, I'm too much of a leader. I can't. People don't exactly like it every time whenever I'm right all the time. It's not that nice. So, anyways, it was pretty much like, I just decided, I'm like, okay, COVID came up, and we just decided, that I was getting tired. So when I get demotivated, I don't work as.
And now you're motivated because this is your business.
Exactly. Oh my God, it's so much different because I can do it my way. And there's been times where, I was talking with some of the Fuente marketing people, and they're like, okay, can you not do this or not? And I'm like, and I completely am okay with that. But at the same time, I can still. I'm not like you can't
You're gonna
fire
do what
me.
you're gonna do, but you're gonna take other people's
Absolutely.
maybe not criticisms, but advice or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, just and respect them and their
Yeah.
wishes, especially a company that I'm working with. Obviously, I want to definitely respect their wishes, but it's still the idea that in the end, when they told me to change, it was it was still okay.
Yeah.
So like I'm like Melanie, you know how to do this. Just believe in yourself and keep on going. So it's
You've come a long way. I'm telling you, I'm very impressed by what you created. I mean, how many followers do you have now?
well, on Instagram, which all of you guys should follow me on Instagram. I'm working so hard to get that thing going or to get it more and more. But really, I've got most of my followers, I would say, on Facebook.
Right.
My Facebook is insane. It is like there's my Instagram, guys. But like my Facebook has almost I've gained almost 3,000, four
That's
thousand followers.
incredible.
Yeah,
In
in
a
just
short period of time.
in probably less than 3 months.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's like
saying. I'm impressed.
it just something hit. I don't know, but Facebook is like that. They've picked me out before, and they've like funneled me through. I got eight.
Yeah, but you have finally if you're just a
Yes.
pretty girl, people are going to get bored of that eventually. But you have content and you've built a legitimate, I don't know what it's called,
My
website
content, guys.
or Facebook site, but that's awesome. I have a lot of respect. And I know you've worked with a lot of other people. Jeff is one of them. He told me, I think he learned about you from when you did a show with Nish, if I'm not
Oh, yeah?
mistaken, and he won the Humidor. I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah,
you were
yeah,
working
Jeff.
with him before that or not.
Yeah, that was here.
Yeah.
We were sitting right here, same spot.
Yeah.
Yep, I was with Nish, and Jeff won the
And I have a
humidor.
lot of respect. That guy's built an amazing business. So for him,
Oh my God, they are such sweethearts. Not, what I love to see is not just an amazing business, but an amazing group of people that work inside together for that
he
business.
runs that bit. I mean,
When you have
his employees love him,
exactly,
and that's what you want.
totally. That's when I'm really like in awe of somebody. If all your employees are happy to go on vacation together, work together, be
Right.
together. That's when you know that that's a good group. That's a good start. Let's see. Do you guys need interns? That's good.
She's gonna need him soon.
Yeah. I'll need
So I'm gonna
some
carry
interns.
all this equipment for her and all that kind of stuff. But that's
Oh
how
my
you learn.
God.
You got to start at the ground.
You know what though? I have gotten so much better. I don't know. You probably don't notice, but this went way smoother than any of my others. I've got hooked up to the internet. Now I've figured out where your internet is. I'm gonna be here all the time. I'll be like, this is my new studio.
And we have issues with the internet here, but I heard it got fixed. So.
Well, right now it's going great. The main point was to get that Ethernet. But that was so funny. Yeah. So. No, that's cool. And you know what, though? I do love being able to have you guys here in the same area.
That's all. It makes it easier.
Definitely. I mean,
But Florida's the place to be if you want to get to because you could drive right to Miami and see 80 manufacturers. You know what I
Totally.
mean? That's kind of cool.
that is very
Yeah.
cool. I mean, Tampa, I had no clue until I started watching the Professor Show.
Yeah.
I was listening to them, and they're all saying that it's like Cigar City, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
So,
Well, it
that's
was
cool.
Cigar City, USA. Back in the day, Tampa was the shit in the United States. It
Wow.
really was. That's where tobacco really grew from. Now it's Miami because everyone's in Miami, but Tampa has the heritage for tobacco.
That's awesome. That's a lot of fun. Let's see. Hello, guys. What's up? They're saying, hey, Miguel says, Miguel Rodriguez, I'm going to give a shout out to that guy. He runs the Bakersfield Gentlemen's Club, and they are out of Bakersfield, California, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's so awesome. I think we're going to start.
Hopefully your ladies are fine. They don't have COVID.
I hope so. Why is that?
Gentlemen's Club. So I just want to
Oh.
make sure all his ladies are fine.
Oh my God, that's awesome. But let's see. I'm trying to think. Do you ever? What do you got coming up? Where are you going next, or what's your?
So
next?
actually, next week I'm on the road. First time since our traveling road show. I'm traveling.
Wow.
I'm going to Jersey. I do this cigar dinner at the Park Avenue Club every year. So I'm gonna visit some stores with my rep for a couple days and then do the dinner there. They're a great group of people. I think I've done this dinner with them 10 years or 9 years in a row. I don't remember.
And it didn't get shut down.
No, because it's a private club.
Okay.
So it's like a country club.
It's only a few people.
Yeah, there's going to be
Oh,
like
okay,
40,
the country-
50 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get the country
Which
club.
they have a cigar room there, and we do a great dinner. probably one of the best meals, and the wines are ridiculous. Like I'm talking, these guys are pulling out $500,000 bottles of wine. It's crazy.
Wow.
So I have a lot of fun with
That
them.
is fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
And so are they like a retailer?
They're not a retailer, so all the cigars are bought through a retailer. He comes there and sells the cigars. I do it through the retailer, but he does the dinners there. I think he does 5 or 6 at dinners. But they always want me to come back every year. So I appreciate you guys. Look forward to seeing you, everybody, next Wednesday.
That's awesome. Well, you're gonna have to come and do a dinner at mine. I'm gonna have to make you come and do a dinner at my
That's got to
club.
be your next thing.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
awesome. We just are so limited due to COVID. See, let's see. It's a different kind of club, sir. But if you head to California, there are plenty around who smoked.
Well, she said gentlemen's club, so I just went that direction.
He is much there. They are actually a great group. He has almost 12,000 followers on
Wow!
that page.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Miguel.
And I mean, just you know what I love is I love seeing these guys who just push through. I know that being a pretty girl, you're gonna get easily viewers.
You got it much
maybe.
easier than we do.
Okay,
Trust
yeah.
me.
So I got
Listen, if her and I were selling the cigars, you go to her before me. And, but the ladies might come my way. Might come.
I think so. I think so. But you know, I do get it. But he gets on there every morning, like that is just consistency.
That's
Consistency
awesome.
will win every time.
Appreciate everything you do, brother.
Yes, I do too. And hopefully I will actually be on with them tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. So if you guys want to tune in.
Are you up by then? No, I'm kidding.
No, you're right.
Oh, am I? You're not an early riser, huh?
No.
Oh, I am.
Not with Mark around. We're like, we hang out. We stay up
so
so
you're
late.
up late. Yeah.
We stay up late, and then I'm trying to get up early though. So this is my wake up call.
All right.
We actually thought about calling it. What was it? I was thinking about calling it. His name is Miguel, and so Eminem.
Eminem.
And I was thinking cigars.
Coffee with Eminem.
I was thinking cigars.
Coffee and cigars.
Cigars
with
and
Eminem.
candy in the morning though. Cigars and candy.
You know, let me ask you this. I don't understand why and I'm sure there's shops out that do that create that, because there's a lot of retired gentlemen who enjoy smoking cigars. Create that, have the coffee and donuts and cigar morning like from 8 to 10, and I guarantee you guys will come. People are retired. They're looking for things to do in the morning. Meet new friends, all that kind of stuff.
Well, you know what else they love to do is to come in, especially if they have their maybe the housekeepers at the house. They got to
get away. Yeah.
A lot of times they can't smoke at their house. They want to go into a place where they can smoke.
Right. And just create camaraderie, have friendships.
That too. And they'll come in before they go play golf, oftentimes, and buy cigars, and then sit for a little bit before they go out for their tea time. It's awesome. So no, I love it. You know, you just got to be there for all times of the day.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. So do we have any? I think we have a little giveaway, a little something.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be a surprise giveaway.
Oh, okay. So
what should we do? You know what we have. What do you want to give away?
I don't know. I've heard. Well,
the only thing I can't give away is cigars.
Oh darn! I guess the cigars might have to come from my little personal stash. So I will throw in the personal stash of cigars. And then you can. How about we do a humidor or a lighter or?
Why don't we do a humidor and a lighter?
Whoa, baby, that's fabulous. All right, so then that's a pretty fabulous price.
It is.
So then we got to definitely have like one person win. So it's going to be a humidor, a lighter, and a personal stash of cigars from me, a little bundle. All right, so.
And you know the only reason I can't give them away because of FDA.
Of course.
Otherwise, we would love to give them away.
And yes, but they like my stash anyways. You know, I'm actually going to be starting
You probably got some good stuff.
I actually, yes, I do. I have like 3 Rocky Patel humidors at home, all filled with. It's so fun, and I'm hoping
she wins all the contests.
I need to give me some Nimish Desai.
You will have some.
I am so excited. But yes, so what question are we going to ask them? How are they going to win this great grand prize?
So we got to come up with a question. You should have told me this.
I know. I should have told you this earlier, but maybe I can.
I got a question, but it's simple to me. It may not be so simple to you. So, what are the 3 parts of a tobacco plant?
3 parts of a tobacco plant. Okay, so that's exact. There's an exact answer for that.
There's an exact answer.
All right, guys, there you go. 3 parts of a tobacco plant. Tell us what it is, and you can win a humidor, a lighter, a Rocky Patel lighter, a Rocky Patel humidor, and a little
He
stash.
said whoever is Miguel wins. Named Miguel.
Miguel. That's great,
Come
Miguel.
on, Miguel. You should know this answer.
Yeah, come on, Miguel. You're totally. Let's see what you got. I know it should be totally.
And you don't have to say them in order, as long as you say the 3 parts. Liver. Well, there. What do you say? Liver, visit.
Liver, eye, visit, Seiko.
Well, yeah, because it's auto spell. He's right. It's ligero.
But wait, no. That has to be, you got to get it right. Okay, so what? I want to see them all correctly spelled, and
Okay.
then I see Ligero.
Well, he's right. That one right there.
Okay.
Daniel.
Seiko,
Daniel.
Liso, Ligero.
Yep.
All right, there you go, Daniel. You got it.
But
Boom.
Daniel, just so you know, the E is an I, but that's okay. We know that was very close.
I'll give it to him.
Yeah,
He
we'll
worked
give it
so
to you.
hard. You knew it. Way to go, Daniel. He was wanting to win. I heard.
Yeah.
I saw him in the comments earlier. Oh, he's gonna be so excited.
You will win. We will ship that from our corporate offices. You will get all the information.
He says I got it right.
You got it right. Just tell me he spelled Ligero wrong.
Oh yeah, you got it. Okay, Ligero, Ligero.
Yeah.
Get that right. Or Jose might get you.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, that is so awesome. So let's see. I know that there was something else I was gonna ask you, but so what else is going on with the Rocky Patel Lounge?
Well,
the Burn by Rocky
we're finally
Patel.
open. Thank God. Thank you, Mr. Governor. You opened up our state. We're looking at other locations. I can't speak about them yet, but hopefully in the next year or two, there'll be 1 or 2 more new Rocky Patel Burn lounges out there.
Ooh, what cities are you thinking?
Well, I'll tell you states he's looking at.
Okay.
He's looking at Massachusetts. He's looking at Tennessee. And he's looking at Nevada.
Oh my
But
goodness.
nothing's inked and done with that. We're also working on with a major casino in Maryland to have a Rocky Patel room in there. I think that will happen very soon.
Whoa, that's
It's
exciting.
not going to be a burn lounge, but it's going to be a Rocky Patel room.
Oh, that's exciting.
So we're excited.
Yay.
We're looking at new avenues to get people into the cigar industry, smoking, enjoying it,
Absolutely.
The key to this business, as we all know, is our consumer out there.
The
And
people.
we love you guys.
Yes, it's all
We
about
wish
the
we were
people.
with you right now, traveling, doing events, and just hanging out with you guys. We can't be there, but we will be there soon. As soon as the COVID goes away, we'll be back in your face. You may not like us so much, but you'll have a good time with us.
Oh my gosh, you'll have definitely a good time. I'm surprised Carlito. It's probably a little early for Carlito.
The internet, he fell off his chair last night in the Zoom.
What? No,
Yeah.
he did not.
That's what. So I don't know what happened. Carlito ended his section, and then we had some questions from the consumers.
Yeah.
And one of the questions, Corey said, "Hey, Carlito, can you answer?" We went to him. The screen was blank.
Oh no.
So then all of a sudden, Corey goes, "Rocky, can you answer the question?" So they go to Rocky. He's leaning back in his chair. All of a sudden, he jumps up to answer the question. Then, like a minute later, Carlito came back. He said he got so passionate he fell off his chair and had to light up a cigar. So I don't know if it's true, but that's what Carlito said.
I don't know if that's true, but yeah, he is funny. He likes to make jokes too, but that's hilarious.
We got to get him better lighting. Those candles,
No,
I love
know.
you, brother. Those candles are terrible. We can't see your pretty face.
Everybody thinks he's about to tell a ghost story.
I
but
know.
no, okay, so he has the light. I have seen him on. I think it was Saturday night. He was on a Zoom or something, and the
He
lighting
likes the
was great.
ambiance. He's like Rocky. All these cigar owners, it's all about ambiance.
Oh, absolutely. We were in here the other night, and Rocky's sitting there.
Yeah.
Should I get the lighting changed in here? We're like it's midnight, and
We're all trying to have a good time.
Yeah, we're all
And
having a
he's
good
worried
time.
about the lighting.
But you know,
The-
he
so
was
you
kind of
were-
right. I was like, we're
I
all
don't know if
taking
you heard
pictures.
it, but someone broke a glass right around midnight. You just hear the crack.
Oh no.
And he's looking around. I said, "There's another $3 out of your pocket." And he said, "F you."
Oh, that's great. That's so funny. I can only imagine all of the things that you guys are
The
talking
things
about.
that go through his head, because he's all, you try to have a conversation with him, and his mind's somewhere else.
Yeah, no.
What did you just say?
I know. I always sit there and wait. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna wait. but it is funny. Although usually when I walk into the room, I can usually get his attention for a moment. He's like, "Who's that?" But it's great. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it's pretty much been an hour. We gave away an amazing prize. Congratulations,
Daniel, again,
Daniel.
congratulations.
And this was fabulous. This was so much
Thank
fun.
you. It was a lot of fun. We'll have to do
Yes.
it again.
You are, yes.
So
please.
thank you, everyone, for joining us, taking time out of your busy schedules. We truly appreciate it. So keep supporting this girl. She's amazing.
I love all you guys. If I could do a little like art.
You just did it.
I know. It's like, did you get there?
Now go smoke and have a great time.
Yes,
tonight.
you guys have a great evening. Catch tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Sick Man Chronicles. I'm going to be on there. I'm going to say hi. You guys come on, please, and support me. That guy's awesome. He hosted my birthday party, which was fabulous. So,
one last thing.
Yes, please.
If you're here in Naples or Southwest Florida, we're doing a bourbon and cigar tasting at 7 o'clock at night tonight at Burn. So if you got a chance, come on down. It's going to be a good time.
Hey, that's fun, guys. Come down to Burn if you're in Naples.
You're going to get 4 Bullet bourbons and 2 Rocky Patel cigars. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
All my friends love that. Yes, they do.
Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a great night.